I mean, I know there's a lot of open-ended things that could happen on this super cycle, but what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, it's I think all of the pieces are in place. If this was if this was like a chessboard, all of the pieces are in place for a super cycle to exist. I don't think it's a super likely scenario. I brought it up because no one was talking about it. Everyone expected the cycle to be normal. So I brought it up as a low probability but possible event. I think all the chess pieces are in place for something like that happening. I could see some sort of systemic shock to the system, kind of reinforcing that. And as well, as long as Bitcoin's price goes up and people see it going up, then that creates reflexivity, where people buy an expectation of it going higher. And what happens when the world's financial system, including hedge funds, institutional money, all the sorts of institutional money and sovereign wealth money, FOMOs into Bitcoin? Bitcoin's price doesn't follow a normal cycle then. So does that happen now? Does it happen later? I think it's a low probability that that happens in the next 6 months, but it's possible. I would say the most likely outcome is Bitcoin follows its normal cycle. The peak hits between 100 and 300,000 based on all of the other TA and analysis in the space of looking at historical prices and extrapolating them going forward. Again, I'm not recommending that this is going to happen. I'm just saying that out of a probabilistic event, this is what the space is saying as a whole. So most people in the space would say between 100 and 300,000 is the peak. And then super cycle would be something above, like, I'd say 500,000 at the peak, something like that occurring, or a very flat or distorted market cycle. So I'd say the likelihood that it's a normal cycle is probably closer to like 80%. Super cycle is probably like a 20% probability. Again, these are very rounded numbers, but basically what I'm saying is that, super cycle, we'd see something where Bitcoin goes above 500,000, really starts to exhibit some behaviors that are out of scope for this current cycle. But most probably, we're going to hit something between 100 and 300,000 based on previous cycles.